Welcome to the new video. Here we will do the coloring process of the DC motor. Okay, so let's start. First of all, go to the viewport shading mode. Then select the outer side. Let's go to the chrome, and you can see the color of the outer side is something like silver. And go to aside and copy the silver color code. Next, go to the material properties, then select new and go to the base color, paste the code in hex and enter the code. Okay, now let's select the glossy color, glossy BSDF, and you see the silver color here. Now adjust the roughness to a proper one. Well, it's looking good, and make the color a bit brighter. Okay. Adjust the roughness a bit more. Okay, now to the bottom side, select the base color to black. Well, you can select any of the color you want here. So we're selecting the black, and now the wire connectors. So in the wire connectors, select the previous material in the outer side. Now go to the ball bearing and the outside of the bearing. Well, it's a bit dark, it should be a bit darker, so go to the base color and paste the code and select glossy. Okay, now it's a bit shiny. Now it's material 3, and for the others we will select this material 3, material 3 here, material 3. Okay, now the balls of the ball bearings should be a bit more shiny, so we do the same process here, but we will just make it a bit darker and a bit more glossy. Okay, now the shaft. For the shaft, copy this color and add a new material, select the color, paste the code and adjust the roughness. Well, it's a bit darker now, make it a bit bright and adjust the roughness. Okay, I think it's looking good. A bit brighter, make it a bit brighter. Okay, now hide the outer side, and now we'll color the magnets. Let's see how the magnets look like. Add a new material. Now go to Chrome, and it's a graphite gray, so search the graphite gray color code and go to a site. Okay, now copy this color, copy it. Okay, now go to the base color and paste the code. Okay, it's looking like graphite gray. Okay. Now hide the magnets by pressing Ctrl H. Now we'll do the coloring here. It's also like silver, so we will color it as same of the shaft as the shaft was material 6, we have selected the material 6 here. Okay, but here we've done a mistake. We know that the core is made of lots of segments actually, so scale the core in z-axis. Go to the modifier properties and add array modifier, then add a curve modifier. Okay, then add a curve, select path. Okay, the path is there. Scale the path. We'll take the curve modifier before the array modifier. Now select the proper deform axis, see in which deform axis it looks better. Okay, now adjust the count. We can fit almost 60 or 70 maybe here, so enter the count 75, then 80 should be 80, then apply the modifiers. Now delete the curve and the whole object. It's for the whole object, set the origin to 3D cursor, rotate it by pressing R and Y, then press 90 and take it to the proper position. Okay, now unhide the magnets, unhide the outer side so we can see it's properly fit. We should adjust it a bit more. Well, copy this color. We'll do the same in here. Paste the color, select glossy, okay, and just roughness. Okay, now for the commutator, let's see how the commutator looks like. It's like copper actually, copper color code. Let's search the copper color code and paste the code. Now let's go to the Blender for the commutator, paste the code here. It's copper, it's like copper. Okay, now make the surface color to glossy. Well, it's gone. Now we should do it again. Paste the color again. Okay, make it a bit brighter, adjust the roughness. Okay, let's search the rotor of the DC motor and see how the brushes looks like, and the brush holders also. Where is it? Yeah, here. See, the brush holders are also like coppers, so we will do the same color for the brush holders, but the brush and brush holders are same object here, so we have to separate them. So for that, select the brush holder and go to the edit mode, then select face selection and select the faces of brush. Okay, select all the faces of the brush. Go to the X-ray view and okay, I've selected all the sides of the brush. Then press Ctrl P and select selection. Okay, now the brush is separated from the brush holder. So do the same for the another brush here. Well, first let's color the brush holder, and the color of the brush is like carbon. So search this carbon color code and color of carbon. Here is the code, all trees. Control copy the code and add a new material and paste the code here, enter. Okay, now we've got one brush, so we have to separate another brush from the brush holder. For that, go to the edit mode again and select the faces of the brush. Make sure that all the faces of the brush are selected. Press Ctrl P and select selection. Now the brush is separated. Okay, as the another brush material 9, so here do it also, and the brush holder. Okay, now we almost done the coloring process. The wires are wrapped here. Okay, here the bolts or the pins should be colored too. So select the material 10 here. Sorry, material 10. Okay. Make it too glossy. Paste the code again. Okay, we've done the coloring process, I think. Adjust the color a bit. Okay. Shade is smooth. Okay, so this is the coloring process. Now we have to make a studio actually for taking the final picture of the motor. Okay, so let's make a studio. First add a plane, scale it, then go to the edit mode, select the rear edge and extrude it along z-axis. Okay, then add a bevel modifier, increase the amount and also increase the segments to 30. Okay, now apply the modifier. Okay, now select all the parts of the DC motor. Also deselect the plane. Go to object, then set origin to center of mass. Okay, now rotate every part along x-axis 90 degree. Okay. Now take it to proper position. Also rotate it along x-axis a bit. Okay, now for a better looking of the inside parts, the inner parts, scale the outer part, and now add a camera. Okay, to get this view in the camera, go to the view, then align view to camera to view. Okay, so we'll get this view after rendering the image. For better looking of the inner parts, select the magnets and the core. Now rotate it along x-axis. Okay, also rotate the brush and brush holders also. So select the brush, both brushes, brush holders. Okay, both brush holders, then the wire connectors and the pin. Okay, now rotate all of them along x-axis. Okay, now we will get a good view after rendering. Now for lighting, we will add a spotlight. This will be our main light. Grab it along the axis, take it to a proper position. Okay, now add a side light. Select area light, take it to the proper position. Oh, sorry, it's not side light, it's actually the front light. Okay, then first scale it, then rotate the light along x-axis. Okay. Now add another light for side lighting. Add a spotlight, take it to a proper position. Well, it should be an area light. Grab it and scale it. Now rotate the light along y-axis. Okay, increase the power of each light. $30 then the front light to 30 watts, and for the main light set 40 watts, sorry 50 watts. Okay, now go to the render properties, select cycles, and for max samples enter 100. Okay, now add a background color, select the plane of the background, then add a material, select any color you want. Then okay, we've got something good. Then go to the render image. Okay, let it render. If your PC is a good one, then the rendering will take less time. Well, we need some better light. Add another light, take it to the other side. Okay, it should be a spotlight. Then set the power to 40 watts, then again render the image. Okay, let it render. After the process, we've got a good view. Then save the image, name it okay. So that's all.